Absolutely do not ignore this. If you are doing any of these 7 everyday things, you are quietly destroying your cat's mental health. These are urgent SOS signals that they cannot tell you with words. Most owners think these habits are completely harmless, or even a sign of love. But the truth is, you are slowly breaking their trust and their sense of safety right inside their own home, and you will be shocked to know that habit number 1, the thing that 99% of us do because we think cats are independent, is actually the invisible blade severing the bond between you two. You need to watch this until the very last second to see if you are making this massive mistake. Sign number 7. Using your bare hands to tease and play with them. You see your cat grab your hand, give it a little bite, and bunny kick it with their hind legs. It looks adorable, right? You think it is a fun bonding moment. You are completely misunderstanding the situation. The truth is, you are directly wiring their brain with a highly dangerous lesson, which is that human hands are prey to be hunted and shredded. This triggers their wild predatory instincts in a completely distorted way. What is the consequence? One fine day, when you just want to reach out for a gentle pet, they will launch a bloody surprise attack because they think the hunting game is back on. The biggest mistake owners make is turning their own body parts into chew toys. If you see this, absolutely do not continue. Stop using your bare hands immediately. Always use a wand toy, a laser pointer, or a stuffed mouse to create a safe distance. Your hands should only be used for gentle petting and chin scratches. Sign number 6. Placing the litter box right next to their food and water bowls. So many of us live in tight apartments, so tucking everything neatly into one corner seems logical and clean for humans. But the real meaning behind this setup is pure psychological torture for a feline. Did you know that in the wild, a cat's ancestors would absolutely never relieve themselves near their food or hunting grounds? Their survival instinct screams at them that the smell of waste will contaminate their food and attract larger predators. Forcing them to eat and go to the bathroom in the exact same spot puts them in a state of severe anxiety. They will either hold it in painfully, or worse, start peeing on your sofa or bed just to find a safe space. The practical advice here is to separate these two areas entirely. If your place is small, put them in the furthest opposite corners of the room to give them back their peace of mind during mealtimes. Sign number 5. Punishing them with a water spray bottle. You have probably done this when you caught your Majesty shredding your expensive sofa or jumping on the kitchen counter. A quick squirt of water to the face, they run away terrified, and you think you have taught them a lesson. Do not ignore this, because the terrifying truth behind it will make you feel incredibly guilty. A cat's brain does not process cause and effect the way a human's does. They cannot connect the act of scratching the couch with the punishment of cold water hitting their face. Instead, they only register one single message. You are a giant, unpredictable, dangerous creature who attacks them for no reason. Over time, they do not stop scratching the furniture. They just wait until you leave the house to do it. But worse, they will start fearing you and hiding when you walk into the room. This is a massive red flag that their trust is broken. Stop using the spray bottle immediately if you truly love them. Instead, put double-sided tape on the furniture and place a tall scratching post right next to it. Sign number 4. Scrubbing your house too clean with strong chemical scents. Everyone loves a house that smells like fresh lemon pine or lavender essential oils, but you are completely misunderstanding how your cat experiences the world. Cats see their environment almost entirely through scent. When they constantly rub their cheeks against table legs or roll on your living room rug, they are carefully leaving happy pheromones, marking the territory as safe. When you bust out the mop, wipe away all their hard work, and blast the room with artificial chemical smells, it feels to them like their home was just erased by aliens. They feel robbed of their territory, isolated, and fall into extreme stress because they can no longer smell themselves. Not to mention, many citrus essential oils are highly toxic to a cat's liver. Cut back on the heavy chemical cleaners. Always leave a few old blankets, a cat bed, or familiar corners unwashed by harsh chemicals, so they can always find their safe haven through their sensitive nose. Sign number 3. Waking them up when they are in a deep sleep. They look so incredibly cute, curled up in a little ball that you just cannot resist rushing over to kiss and squeeze them. Red flag alert. Being startled awake from a deep sleep triggers a massive rush of stress hormones like adrenaline in their tiny bodies. It puts them in an immediate fight or flight response. If this happens regularly, your cat will become chronically irritable and constantly on edge. They will literally be too scared to fall into a deep, restorative sleep in your presence because they never know when the giant will strike next. The golden rule is to just let sleeping cats lie. If you absolutely must wake them up, do it by making a soft noise from across the room so they can wake up naturally and safely. Sign number 2. Shaving your cat bald in the summer to keep them cool. You see them panting on a hot July afternoon, and you think a nice short haircut will help them beat the heat. What a disastrous mistake. A cat's fur coat is a perfectly engineered, scientifically complex insulation system. It keeps them warm in the freezing winter and actually blocks the blazing heat in the summer by trapping a layer of cool air against their skin. The moment you shave off all their hair, you strip away their natural protective barrier. They become highly susceptible to dangerous heat stroke, painful sunburns, and severe psychological depression because they feel utterly exposed and humiliated by their sudden change in appearance. You are completely misunderstanding their delicate anatomy. Just brushing out their dead undercoat every single day with a proper de-shedding tool is more than enough to keep them comfortable. Unless their fur is severely matted into solid chunks beyond repair, or a licensed veterinarian strictly orders a medical shave, put the clippers down immediately and step away. Sign number 1. The biggest, most heartbreaking mistake of all. Leaving them completely alone for way too long because you blindly believe the popular myth that cats are fiercely independent and simply do not need their owners. This is the absolute worst lie in the entire pet industry. You leave the house for 12 to 14 hours a day, come back to a quiet, sleeping cat, and assume they are perfectly fine without you. Do not ignore this, because the terrifying reality is that they are suffering in absolute silence. Cats do not bark frantically at the door or chew up your expensive shoes like dogs do when they are stressed or lonely. Instead, they quietly pull out their own fur until they are bald, stop eating their favorite meals, and sink into a deep, dark, silent depression. Recent veterinary science proves that cats form an intense, secure emotional attachment to you, exactly like a human baby does to its mother. They notice every single agonizing second you are gone. They are not independent, they are just incredibly good at hiding their emotional pain from the world. The ultimate fix is simple, yet it changes everything. Do not just walk past them while looking at your phone when you step through the door. Drop your bags, sit on the floor, and spend just 5 uninterrupted minutes of fully present time, petting them, making eye contact, and talking to them. Set up a tall, scratching post right next to a sunny window so they can safely watch the birds and stay mentally stimulated while you're away. Love is only beautiful and healing when it is given the right way. Otherwise, it just becomes a heavy, suffocating burden. Stop treating your feline friends like tiny dogs or low-maintenance human roommates, and start loving them in the unique, complex language of a cat. But wait, what if your cat has a weird, confusing habit of gently biting your hand and then immediately licking that exact same spot right after? Do not yell at them just yet, because the true, emotional meaning behind that strange little behavior will literally bring tears to your eyes. Make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment about your cat's weirdest habit, and subscribe for your daily dose of Meow Logic. I will reveal that emotional secret in our next video, and you definitely do not want to miss it.